Hello everyone, Commander Bravebelly here. Today on the channel, I'm reviewing the Brazilian Marines 24-hour combat ration menu number 2. We're gonna try everything and see if it's any good. Without further ado, let's get the show on the road. All right guys, so here we have it. The package is opened by customs twice, all right? Once in Brazil and once in New York. When it arrived at JFK, customs molested it, opened everything up, and this is what it looks like. It seems like they didn't take anything because I ordered 2 of these. I got menu number 2 and I got menu number 1. One wasn't open at all, so I'm assuming if they didn't take, if they didn't open the second one, that means they must have not taken anything from the first. So here we have it, unboxing, let's go. All right, so this does come in these pre-packaged bags. 1, 2, 3, and then we have a lot of loose stuff in here. Like I said, they opened up a bag, so it is what it is. And let's go. So we got 2 mains and an accessory pack. All right, so let's start off with some of the drinks. We have a chocolate, looks like a hot chocolate beverage. Then we have uva, which is grape. It's like their grape juice. Very nice. Then we have some kind of dried biscuits or dried crisps. We have some kind of chocolate with strawberry, like a jelly inside, I believe. I have a sugar packet. I have goiaba jam or jelly. Either or, we'll find out. Don't you worry. Then I have I believe this is like a synthetic sugar. And let's get to the package. They're both open, then they tape this up. It says FedEx on it. And this one they just left open. So this is one of the mains. This says, the cardápio 2, arroz con feijão e carne bovina e salsichas. There we have it. That's what it looks like. All right, 2 packets. Perhaps one is rice and one is meat. We're about to heat those up. And we have some more snacks. And this is a coffee. Check it out. Big, huge packet of coffee. It says 100% coffee. All right. That's awesome. It's a lot of coffee. Another one of these biscuits. So we have 2 packs of these. And then we have some like jelly gumdrops kind of thing. All right, and then we have the second package. Guys, check this out. Look at this, another knife from Brazil that I got. Nice sheath, as you can see. Even has a front Velcro pocket for a sharpening stone. Check this out. Boom. All right, Fairbairn Sakes style dagger. It's pretty badass. Check out the logo. All right. Haven't used it yet, but this is not a type of knife that you actually use other than, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, like butter. All right, and so we have some kind of laranja. It's an orange beverage. Then we have a latte. That's awesome. Already has the cream and milk in there. This is the farina that Brazilians put on top of their foods. We will do it that way. Super exotic for me as an American. A 3rd packet of this type of bread. So 1, 2, 3. This is the main. So yeah, it comes, I guess the rice and the meat separate. We're gonna see what that is. This is frango con legumes. Okay, so some kind of stew with beef, I believe. Okay, this is that cafe. This is some kind of, looks like some kind of fruit bar maybe. A fourth packet of these biscuits. All right, it just looks like dry bread. So we have 2 of these coffees now. Wow, that's a lot of caffeine. And another one of these chocolates, 2 more sugars, and a strawberry jelly. Okay, so first, let's start off with, oh, we got one more thing that I completely missed, the accessory packets. I guess we need to see what kind of accessories we have. We have a book of matches, wooden matches, straightforward. Okay, wrapped in like paper. Okay. Nothing to fret about, just regular matches. Love the smell. Wooden matches. We have the fuel stove. Okay, so the way this works, I'm not gonna use the fuel stove because I have a burner. It's faster. So I believe this is just something like this. Or no, this probably comes up. There we go. And so see, it has the little leg stand. There we go. And that's our stove. We have energy drink, or kind of like a Gatorade. See, in lime flavor, limao. We have what looks like water purification tablets. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Oh, we have the famous Brazilian fuel alcohol, okay? Not for drinking. The jelly. We have a packet of napkins. Really nice. And we have some kind of, oh, okay, this describes the actual food content, gives you some information about everything. Okay. But we're here for the food, okay? So we're gonna set this aside. I'm not gonna use this because I want to expedite everything and kind of heat everything up a lot faster. So let's start to eating this food. First, I'm gonna, first let's try these jams and jellies like it's breakfast time. I'm starving, haven't eaten all day. All right, let's see about this bread. They sure did give us a lot of it. And I must say, it's a letdown when all the breads are broken, especially if you have to put it on top of jelly. Yeah, I mean, that sucks. But it comes with the territory of eating MREs. Just dried pieces of toast. That's all that is. All right. So I'm gonna have some with this strawberry jelly. Nothing to brag about the jelly. Very straightforward. You do see the little bits of the seeds from the strawberry, which is nice. It looks more like a jam actually. You see? Pretty nice. But the flavor, it just tastes like sweet syrup. Nothing to brag about as far as that strawberry. Let's see about this one. This is more of a tropical fruit. Hopefully it's a little more tart. It doesn't look too appealing, just looks like a syrup. Okay, tastes very sweet and syrupy. Almost reminds me of like dates. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, gonna start heating up some of this food. So, let me make a little cleanup real quick. Already have a mess. We don't need all this bread. And let's go. So a lot of my Brazilian viewers have mentioned before that the actual packets are heated up like in a pot of boiling water or just thrown into a fire like this. That seems like it'll work. But I just want to avoid like tasting plastic or anything like that. So I'm actually gonna just do it straight up in here. So now here I smell sausages, and that's exactly what it is. Check those out. That's awesome. Just straight up 2 fat sausages. All right, and this is, I believe, the rice. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the rice right directly in here. I should have kneaded it a little. Oh, rice and beans. And this is what I'm in the mood for. I was thinking about doing one of my Polish MRE reviews, but I wasn't in the mood for Eastern European food. I was more in the mood for something like this. Wow, this looks very delicious. Check that out. Beautiful. All right. We're gonna put the juice in there too. See that? And then both of the sausages. Okay. Oh, you hear that sizzle, guys? And so I'm gonna cover this up so it heats up from the top as well. I'm gonna set it to the side. And let's try some of these drinks. All right, so first let's go with the orange. Cool little sporty character. And I have cold water here on hand. That's what I love about the Brazilians. They enjoy drinking their beverages cold, just like Americans do. That doesn't apply to most of the world though. All right, and now apparently I'm supposed to use one of these packets for a lot more liquid, but I like it when it tastes super sweet, and that's fine. Color is nice and rich. Check that out. And just has like that tang flavor. Nice and tart. Orangey and tangy. Real good. Delicious beverage. Very flavorful. Perfect. All right, I guess this sounds like it's working fast, so I gotta stir it around to help it from burning. Don't want to burn my food. I wish this came with a packet of hot sauce. It did not. Maybe I should pour just a little bit of water in there so it doesn't burn. Just a little bit. actually, I do have another burner, so we're gonna do both meals at the same time. I don't want you guys waiting for too long. So this feels like this is the actual like rice or whatever. Oh no, this is like a stew with potatoes. Check that out. See? Ooh, almost dropped it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. It just looks like shredded chicken, corn, potatoes in some kind of stew. Looks very hearty, like something a hunter would eat. See that? And this says rice on it. Arroz, something. Oh yeah, this is the rice. This is gonna be beautiful. See, this is really what I was in the mood for, like really hearty food. All right, guys, check that out. We're about to heat that one up. Looks good, huh? See, that's the one thing about the Brazilian MREs. It's actual real food, not like the American MREs, who's like just all kind of like liquid form or like minced, just mush. You know what I mean? It just, everything looks like it came out of a can, like highly industrialized and processed. Whereas this looks like food you could get from a cafeteria, you know, or from the house or whatever. Home cooking. So that's what the Brazilians got going for that. Real food, which I am a fan of. All right, 2 at once. Let's see what we got going on with this one. Ooh, look at that. Now I would say this is about ready. Gonna heat up those sausages a little more. I love this. This is my favorite stove, this pots and pans right here. Those are the British issued ones. These are the American ones. The British ones seem nicer, more voluminous compared to the American ones. The American ones are like slimmer profile. They do the job, but the British just seem a little, just a little better, in my opinion. All right, let's try another beverage while you guys wait. We're gonna do the grape. Now the smell is just like a Welch's grape, like very rich smelling. Wow. Just a slight bit of tartness, mostly just that grape flavor, just like Welch's grape. 10 out of 10 for the beverage is real, real good. All right, guys, that's about as much as I want to heat it up. Look how gorgeous that looks. And I can't wait to give that a try. All right, so we're gonna put this down right here. And that's it with this one also. Time to eat. I hope you guys are ready to eat. I'm freaking starving. That is super hot. I'm gonna let that one cool off just a little because it's sizzling. All right, first let's try this one out. We have, like I said earlier, we have like that stew. We have the white rice. We have potatoes. I believe they're potatoes. And we have minced, what looks like chicken. We're gonna try a little bit of everything in one forkful. Check that out, guys. Real food. This is what MRE should be like, in my opinion. Nice. Not overly crazy flavorful. Just you taste the actual white rice, you do taste the potatoes, and you do taste the chicken. But it's not seasoned as much as it can be. Like, it seems like it's missing a little bit of salt and pepper. But I know, being that it's for the military, it has to be like a general flavor, obviously, so that everybody likes it. Yeah, so we have nothing but a bunch of sugars here for the coffees, but no salt and pepper. But that's fine. From a 1 to a 10, I would say this is about a 7. If it was more flavored, it would jump to an 8, 8.5 even. It tastes clean, good, does not taste like chemicals, doesn't taste like it came out of a factory. Just wish it had more like pepper and salt, maybe some hot sauce, that type of jazz. But really nice. Actual solid food to chew on is always a plus, you know, especially if you're like in the military and you want like real actual food, not a bunch of chemicals. Real good. Okay, now let's move on to the rice, beans, and salchichas, the 2 sausages. All right, so first let's just do the rice and beans. Oh, it's rice, beans, and it has like chunks of beef in there. Look, I'll show you up close while that's steaming. But see the beef? Wow. That beef is really flavorful. Let's do another. Super hot. Real nice. Completely different vibe. Because obviously that one's chicken, this beef tastes a little drier also. Because it doesn't have that stewy sauce. But it's definitely delicious. I would say I kind of like this one more. I think it's a little more flavorful from the beef, you know? How beef usually is a little more salty. Good stuff. And the beans too, they're really substantial. And I guess that's why the rice has more flavor, because it's already mixed with the beans. So yeah, just a little bit more taste. Ooh, that's hot. Real hot. Like, it felt like I just swallowed an ember. All right, time to check out these sausages. Now, I'm wondering if these sausages are cut up and mixed with the food or just bit into, but let's find out. Yeah, so these are those little like canned salchichas. That's what they taste like very airy and mushy, almost like a bologna, but less dense. It does have like its regular sausage flavor, but nothing crazy, you know, nothing overwhelming and powerful with a lot of flavor, just very neutral. So for this one, I give this like a If that was like a 7, I'll give this a 7.5. Just slightly better. But what the Brazilian MRE has going for it is the fact that it's just real food. It's not, doesn't taste like chemicals like I've mentioned before at all. It doesn't taste highly processed, or not close, not even near as processed as the Americans. Really good though. Now we're gonna try it with the way the real Brazilians enjoy their food, with farina. Just a little bit on top, okay? And what that does, basically soak up some of this sauce and just gives it a little more texture, so just a tad bit of crunch. Put some in here as well. You see that? Yeah, it just gives it a little more of a starchy flavor with just a tad bit of crunch. Just a little more depth. Very nice. This one. Wow. For some reason, this one, it did a lot more. It added a lot more flavor for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it just goes good with like beef and pork sausage. Really nice. So yeah, 7 for this, 7.5 for that. Really good. I would say these are crappy. Not a huge fan of them. The drinks are phenomenal. Let's try the limão. All right, this is their isotonic drink. Nice light color, very citrusy smell. Ooh, super tart in a good way, sweet and tart. Wow, really good. It's lime, but it's almost like a lemonade. Really delicious beverages from the Brazilian MREs. All right, let's get into some of these desserts. All right, we have 2 of these bars, so obviously I'm just gonna have one of these. This is the chocolate and strawberry bar. That's what it looks like. Oh, okay, I didn't realize it's like this. It has like the granola on top. Oh yeah. So it's like a granola with a dark chocolate on the bottom. It's a nice balance. It's not, because I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, and so this is just a little bit, so it's a nice touch. And it's moist. That's another good thing. But the flavor is not that great. It's not rich with flavor. It's a little like on the dusty taste. It tastes very like industrial. So, not a huge fan of this. All right, let's see what this is. If I could only open it. Okay, this is some kind of bar. I believe this is their banana bar, if I'm not mistaken. And it's all it is cooked down and rendered banana, maybe with like some sugar. That's what it looks like those fruit leather kind of things. But it's not like sticky at all. It feels good. It tastes like it has some kind of sourness to it. It just tastes like brown sugar with like tamarind or something like that. All right, super rich, like you're eating pure sugar. And it has an aftertaste of like a tamarind or something, like a little bit of like this, just a slight touch of sourness. Not my favorite. This is probably just hella calories, that's all. And it tastes like you're chewing on brown sugar. Like fine, like you don't taste granules, but because it's very fine, but it just tastes like pure sugar almost. All right. Here we go, gummies. These gumdrops are called gomets. See if they're any good. All right, the yellow. Purple. Yeah. These all taste the same even though they're different colors. They taste cheap, almost like high fructose corn syrup with sugar on top. So it just tastes like you're eating chewy sugar. Yeah, cheap candy. So I'm not a fan. So as far as the Brazilian MRE, this one, the best is the actual solid food, phenomenal. Compared to other MREs from other countries, like their foods are phenomenal. And same thing with the beverages. They're really flavorful, really sweet, very tasty, good color. Oh yeah, they got it going on. All right, guys, the coffee is coffee. I'm not gonna try regular coffee, but I will have the latte. I've had it before. This is a phenomenal latte. It's probably my favorite caffeine beverage out of any MRE. It comes with the sugar and the cream already. And it just tastes like something you would get at a Starbucks. I've had it before, and sorry to spoil it, but I just remember what it tastes like. It's very memorable. All right. And the color, everything about it is just very appealing. Like I said, the Brazilian beverages are phenomenal. A lot of countries could learn from the Brazilian MREs, the beverages and the foods. Real good stuff. Nice, beautiful color, nice and creamy. Smells like a cafe latte, all right? Not over the top like with caffeine, but just like cream, you know, creamy. Oh, and it's sweet. It's very sweet. And I don't like my coffee sweet, but this latte I do. It just tastes like a treat. 10 out of 10 for this latte. Really creamy, sweet, and smooth. Good stuff, guys. If you stayed around for this long, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, signing off.